Hey, it's your boy, Sergeant Hooked on Heroes, hitting you with another on-the-go review. Seems to be our thing more recently. I just taken advantage of the time. I got a good 20-minute to half-hour drive between work and home, so I thought I might as well take advantage of the time. That's why I've been doing this so often. So I realized in my excitement of reviewing Kamen Rider Geats episode 13 that I neglected to actually review 12 and also Danbros 38. I think I meant to last week on a certain day, and it just never happened, and I just completely forgot about it. The trials and tribulations of a 31-year-old man who is a dad and a husband and an employee and has ADHD. So, ranting aside, Geats episode 12, fantastic episode. I've said it now, and I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. Geats is probably absolutely the strongest season of Railroad Rider we've gotten so far, and it is pretty close to making it into my top 3 seasons of Rider, and that's saying a lot. I had a pretty airtight grouping of seasons there, and it's already made it into my top 3, even with only being 12 episodes in. It's really, really, really good. So this is a continuation of last week, where Kawa and his sister and the one little boy and a few of those civilians are locked into this game, the ZGP round. They're the civilians that they have to keep, safe. Very beginning of it, clearly Kilo is not doing very well. Little old man, repaint Owl Rider man, and Kawa asks if there's any way that he can take over for him. Is there any way that he can fight for him? He wants to be able to fight. He wants to be able to help. And nobody's really saying much. And Ace says, "Well, there is one way. Touch this right here," and he has him touch the ID core. Now we understand. A little bit of a lore drop here. It was assumed that when someone touched their ID core that they had in the previous, round, they would get all their memories back, right? Now it seems if someone else, just like his sister, touched his ID core, and also now Kawa has touched Ace's, it brings back some of his memories, yes, but also his memories interacting with Ace. So again, nice little lore drop thing there to kind of understand how the ID cores work and how the DGP works overall. And we also get the rule drop from Jory, the game master, that people that are in the DGP, clearly contestants, can transfer their rider credentials to somebody else if they want to, and if approved by the game master, and he does. He approves it. So Kilo is now a just normal old man and a civilian, and Kawa gets his Tycoon ID core back and his driver. And it's really awesome. It's really cool to see him come back. It's a very new seasoned, very well seasoned Kawa. He rewrites his wish too. We get his wish near the end of the episode, and it's a little different than what we would expect. But anyway, so he's in the game again. He's helping out Geats and helping out Neon and everybody else, right? They're doing their thing. And we also see more of what the Fever Slot Buckle can do. Not only can it give you, can it copy the current, it gives you the Fever Slot little, golden, basically what it does, it gives you a colored, golden colored version of your personal item, like Geats' scarves or Buffa's, little, apron little thing or whatever he has. But it also can double copy whatever buckle you currently have. Like if you have Magnum, you can be Magnum or Boost or whatever. And so what's really cool is a few of the riders have that, and they get to we get a really fucking cool sequence where we get a bunch of them activating at the same time. So we get Magnum Geats, we get Zombie Buffa, we get Beats Nago, we get Ninja Tycoon, and we get Monster Punk Jack. And it's a pretty badass scene of all of them kicking ass together, especially Kawa using Ninja, again, because he only got to use it very, 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 very short amount of time before he was kicked out of the last round when he lost or whatever. So some really great, awesome, just jaw-dropping cinematography and choreography within this fight sequence here with the different teams fighting and everything. Really, really cool things going on. We get a little bit more on the creepy, weird dude that's growing the Jamato from the ID cores and everything. And that there seems to be a bigger, more and more, layers and bits to what the DGP is in general. It would also seem in terms of, who's at the top and all that kind of stuff. It also seems that Jory has a bit of an axe to grind against Geats. He's really pissed that Geats has won as many times as he has, and basically just wants to destroy Geats himself. which I think is funny that the entire thing is falling apart and he's just focused on taking out Ace himself. So yeah, overall a really, really cool episode. Again, those are really the main moments that happened. We end up defeating the Jamato riders and having some really good sequences, combat sequences there, with the, double, like magnum grand victory, and a few other grand victories we see with the other, riders, forms and everything. So that's really cool. And now Kayla's back in it. And again, getting back to his wish, sorry, my car keeps shaking and moving. My phone is attached to like a little, anchor thing you can put your phone on. And so, yeah. But anyway, we get his wish. And his wish is different this time. It is not to, have the world, protect happiness within the world and bubble. No. It's none of that stuff. He wants to resurrect anybody who was ever killed or defeated by a Jamato. He wants to bring them back if he wins. So it's really interesting because that could be a really easy way that we could get back some of the other riders, like Shiro and Ginpen, and just about, again, some of the other ones that were defeated technically by Jamato could make a return. Again, it opens up a lot of doors there for what that could mean. And also, it seems to be a lot of things and odds stacked against Ace. I get that Ace always has an ace up his sleeve and like a plan and everything, but I'm kind of worried for him. And we talked about this on the podcast as well, that the first 12 episodes have been amazing, and we're really hoping that it keeps up this momentum in the second arc we're going into here. Because it would seem, as far as, clearly I've already episode 13's out and I've already reviewed it, that Jirori, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to be this Kamen Rider Glare with this new suit and like rider system and whatever, and that it looks like in the episode preview for episode 13, or for 14 actually, that he's got Ace on the ropes. So yeah, overall, really, really strong episode. A bit shorter review there, and I do apologize for that. It might be more of a short than anything. I just wanted to make sure I got this out there because I'd forgotten to do it. Yeah, still a really, really good episode. I love the little character bits back and forth with everybody. Kale making his grand return. Punk Jack still being behind the scenes trying to, manipulate and do things the way he can to try to screw over Geats because he's been ordered to by Jirori, but also being a damn idiot and not being very good at it, honestly. But I still like Punk Jack. I think he's got a nice character edge to him. I like that he's kind of a double agent, and I think that'll eventually stop, and he'll see that Jirori is kind of a problem, a threat, if you will, and that will start to weaken a little bit, and he might end up joining the rest of the good guys, if you will. But I love that. I love what we got with the Fever Buckle. I hope it keeps coming up in other episodes and stuff like that. It might not. Episode 13, if you haven't already seen my review, does include the Twin Command Buckle with the new power-up forms for Geats and Tycoon. So I'm assuming we won't see Fever as much, or if we do, it's other people using it. So, makes you wonder, though, if you could use Fever with one side of the Twin Command Buckle and get double of whatever side you've attached. But anyway, so like I said, overall, really good episode, really, really good character interactions, the fight choreography out of this world, great story, great end to this whole thing. Yeah, so moving forward, here we go. The score for it, probably give it a strong 9 out of 10, or maybe at, probably closer to a 9.5 out of 10, just because of Kayla coming back, kicking ass in Ninja form, and just in general being a part of it, being a new, strengthened version of his character that he was before. I really like that about him in this. So I'm really a fan of it. I'm having a great time with the show. But let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of episode 12? Did you love it, hate it, in the middle, favorite moments? Again, I know this is weird backtracking and talking about this again, but thank you guys so much for watching, subscribing, sharing, commenting, all that good stuff. We're right under 400 subscribers, which is absolute insanity to me. And a big shout out to anybody who's following us through social media and also following the podcast, Henshins and Homies podcast, where we week to week, of course, freak out and geek out about the current run slew of tokusatsu, may it be Rangers, Sentai, Rider, what have you, but also highlight different community members, have them on and talk about their interests and who they are, and kind of highlight their skills in the hopes we can get them some awesome, spotlight and publicity and, buzz so that they can get awesome opportunities as well. So, definitely follow us on the YouTube channel there. We have all the live streams archived if you want to watch us in video format. We're also available in audio format as a podcast, anywhere you can get podcasts. We go live usually Thursdays, Fridays, somewhere around 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. Eastern Standard Time, of course. If you guys have comments and you want to topics you want us to discuss or guests you'd like to have on, let us know about that as well. But yes, like I said, straight 9.5 out of 10. Awesome episode. But until next time, stay hooked on them heroes. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.